Hello and welcome to Train Sim TV. Something a little different today. We are going to be having a little dabble with Train Driver 2. Now, you might have seen this on our recent stream, and in previous videos in a long time ago past from Mark. Mark did a video ages ago, sort of a bit of a tutorial on this game. I will put that in the top right somewhere now, so if you want to have a look at that one as well, do take a look at it. It's worth having a watch. But I'm just going to sort of go for a quick little drive. I'm just going to show you what I've been up to, really, how I've been doing things. Now, I am no way near in the way of a professional at this thing. I'm still very new to it, but I have a basic-ish understanding on what I'm doing now. I know how to drive, at least. But I'm just going to show you a couple of cool little things. So, first of all, I'm going to show you how you can do some consist creation to sort of like get going. Now, I'm going to bring over this. So this is the Consist Creator website. I'll link it in the chat in the description for the video. But I use this to get all the details, like the right Vmaxes, the lengths, and stuff like that. But you can also go on here. You can look on all. I'll put all this in the description as well. I'm going to hopefully get in here quickly for a quick 20-minute drive before everyone disappears. On this as well. So to see what people are doing, you can get some inspiration. You can like go and find other timetables. So they're driving in the M57, an SP45 with a break of coaches on that one. If we go on to this one, what have they got? They've got an SM42 there, which is a little like long nose diesel thing, sort of a bit like a shunter thing, really. Again, a long rake. A VMAX of 60, so you can get inspiration here, what people have been up to. If you like the look of it, you can make it. Or you can just build your own. What I've been doing as well, I've sort of put some random stuff. So if I just show you, we're going to drive this one in a minute. So I go and edit it, see what I'm doing. So it's a CTLR 4C001. It's got two. You can see the box here, it says two. We've got two of these coaches, which are the BAU 84 PKP ASO1. Got one 120 APKP B Wix 01, and then you've got the last one's a freight car, but it's like an engineering coach. But I'll go on the radio just why not? It's a bit of a proper throw it together consist, really. This one, a 304C PLK Rob. It does tell you the length on there and the weight, but it doesn't tell you the VMAX if you just go and throw it together in the game. So I like to use this to get my VMAX. Because it depends on what your loco is, and it could all go as well on what your coaching is. You might have like random coach, but might have a lower speed, and obviously the longer you get things and stuff, it then changes your VMAX as well. It's just a good thing to have. Get going now. You can any old stuff in here. You can go for diesels, electric CMUs. That is cool, by the way. I drove that last night, not on stream or anything, but I had a drive of it. Good laugh. I'll do some of it at some point. We've got all the EN57s and 71s. Loads of diesel locos. So I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. So I've got the CTLR. So we just add it into the consist here, and then which is BAU PKPAS. Two of them. You see now it's adding the mass, which is the weight, the length, and the Vmax is 100 at the minute. So that's going on that. So my Vmax is actually 80. So you'll see the Vmax should change. We put the other stuff on. So we've got a 120. And then freight. We have all you can see on here. can't remember where it is, but it'll be here somewhere. I think it's a freight. What it was anyway. If it's not, it's probably a passenger. Maybe it is a passenger one. 304. There is a passenger one. I thought it was a freight coach. That's a bold claim. Add that on. Give me 8 VMAX actually now, Doctor 80. Oh, that on as well. That is what I have. So when I'm making my consist up in the game, I use that to add the loco, then get plus to add each of the coaches, and then I name it the loco POS for my passenger stuff, which I will go into this in a different video. Mark has covered some of this, so again, if you look at Mark's video, this is all for your analysis when you go into the game for your timetable. I'm going to copy this because this is what I'm going to use in a minute. So POS is passenger, OSOB as well as passenger. I usually use OSOB on like the units. So you put your VMAX, which is 80. This tells the dispatcher what you go up to, and your weight and your basically tonnage, your length. So we're going to confirm that. We're going to drive this. Now we're going to go on a POSP. We're a POSP, so there is all POSPs here and a POSP there. So I'm going to go into this one, load it in. So I'm going to those. This is my timetable stuff. I want to bring this back up in a minute. This is quite a cool site. I'll put this in the link. You can see what everyone's doing, but you can also follow your own stuff, and it actually shows you a proper timetable. It tracks it. So also it tells you there's 7 dispatchers and 9 drives at the minute, but it also says there's people going offline soon. So load into the scene. Give it a moment. There's a train wash there. I think we're on a grass. Grass for bushes, but brush. No idea where we are here, right? I'm going to bring up the dispatch, the chat thing as well. Got a translator mod. A lot of it's Polish, so it's hard to see what people are saying unless you obviously speak Polish. I'll link this. This is very handy if you're English and you want to have a translation, or from anywhere else, because you can change. You don't have to be English, obviously. You can be any French, Spanish, Italian. You can convert it. So browse log just goes to your logs, and that's chat. But it'll bring up any chat in a minute. I'm just going to say hello to get the attention. I'm just going to get asked for a very short timetable on this. Can I give my analysis short timetable? Oh, is that okay? So I can shunt. So we've got the shunt signal down on the ground there. So what we need to do is first of all set our train up for shunting. So we need to have instrument lights on, obviously. So those are here. And we are shunting, so we're going to have one headlamp on, which is the right hand side for this. When you're shunting, you have your right hand side. When you're on service, you put all your lights on. So page up to go into forward. Tell me when he's going to stop. Right. We are essentially good to go. Just double check we've got the right light on. We don't, so it's not go on. Try again. It might have gone off actually. I did hear it click twice. There we go. Go. These are very. All this is run on like your number pad. It's dead easy to drive. 9 and 3, your brakes. 9 moves it up. 3 is down. So 3 is to apply. 9 is off. Plus and minus here your power and off. 1 and 7 is like your loco brake. H and shift H is your horn. And for your vigilance, it's a space bar. You want to move off it. It's only 5 kph out of here. Drive slowly. This thing's a claggy mother as well. Well, I've got my analysis. I'll just put that in the box ready. I'm not going to send it until he tells me. We're going to bear in mind that dispatches are disappearing. Nice low sun over there. Oh, he's asking me analysis. Okay. Speeding already. I've asked for a short timetable. I don't know how well that's going to go, but we'll have a go. We'll just go with whatever. For the day, it's cool for a video anyway. Very quiet in the game now. There's not many people. Got a fast departure. It doesn't matter because I can skip. There's no time I want to stop, so I'm presuming I'm going to go so far. That's me to probably stop and reverse back. Look out for him saying stop. I've never been in this area before. It's a very short timetable. That's not bad. That's fine. For the purpose of a video. Very tricky coming out of here, my god. No idea how far I'm going. Oh, there we go, stop. Probably going to be shunting back into a station. This must be a terminus, potentially. Good thing you can walk around as well, and you can uncouple and run around your stock. I've done a bit of that this weekend. Knowing that the sun should be on that tree. So again, we're going to be reversing belts in a minute, but we keep our front signal on. It always has to be the right hand side. They're very, very particular on all this sort of stuff. It's very serious, this game. It's a learning curve. You need to know what you're doing. You can be told off, you can be reported. You've got to drive properly. You can't just take the mick. Now this game as well is free. It's just become available on Steam, so you can download this on Steam. You need to make an account as well and sign up to play, which is not an issue, but it just makes it a lot more streamlined, I think, being on Steam now. It's been very busy as well, which is nice. Puts it into the station. So just F1 is my confirmation. Now I'm just going to show you the translator. You can see on the translator that it translates everything into English against the game. So you can see where it says Brazilian. That's basically I accept what he says. My pronunciation is going to be awful, by the way. I do apologise. It's just so much easier having that alongside. You basically open it up when you've got the game on. You just find the log folder, and off you go. Now we obviously can't see where we're going as such, but we look at the blue text. So you see where it says 0 kph at the top of the screen in 1,528 meters. That's basically how far the red signal is, or end of track. That coming off this thing is absolutely epic. On the other camera. Done. Lovely. Now, I'm not due off here until 0050. So what I'll do is I'll probably I'll cut basically. We're not going to make you sit here for 20 minutes. We'll do the shunting. We'll do a cut scene. The game says 0150 on the timetable. That's actually 0050 because I am an hour behind. You can change your clock on the PC to match the game. It does work, but I've never bothered. Shunting up a hill. That's why it's taking a bit of work. Now, graphically, it's nothing special. It's all 2D trees and stuff, but it's a simulation that we're here for. And the other cool thing is that no drive is ever the same. The way it works is it connects to different sceneries, so you could have varying scenery in mileage and length, and every timetable is different. You go through a scenery, it'll load it and load into a new one. Meaning every time you do a timetable, it's never the same. Whereas like Simulate, it's always the same experience. This is never the same. It's always different. It's very, very good fun. Very engaging. Just so much more fun than SimRail. I mean, it's not as accessible as SimRail is. A bit more get into this, but if you persevere with it and you put the time and effort into learning it a bit, you can have good fun on this. I mean, it's been out a week on Steam, and I've put over 27 or 28 hours into this already. That's how much I've done this week. It's mad. But you can do like run rounds, you can do shunt release and stuff like that. There is some turner stations where shunters actually take the coaching out for you to release out, run around and push it back into the station and continue. It's great fun. Very engaging. Very engaging. Tag effects are better than TSW as well. The 25 kph coming up in 30 meters. That's our max speed ranging. 40 to 25. This is probably quite an interesting move for a video, to be honest. Any comments and stuff, do pop in the chat. I'll answer as where I can. Best I can. As I mentioned, this is a free game as well. I think I did. But it's free. Totally free. I think we'll come to the station now. There's a little shunt up there, so that must be doing some yeah. This was doing shunt releasing. 01 on the numbering. So Yasmin Shofen, that is a shunter head code. You put an 01 for a shunter. Because then I'll sat in that in a minute. I think entering the station now. Someone on the platform actually. That could be the dispatcher or the shunt driver. There's someone running around actually over there. That must be the dispatcher and the driver here. There's many people here actually. There's quite a few people knocking about. There's a unit over there as well as an EM57 or 71. We're just going to make sure we don't go into the buffers, basically. I'm going to show you the timetable stuff. What I use for tracking. You can do this for anyone as well. You can actually track anyone. You can hide this as well. Or to seal the names. It gets a bit long in certain sceneries. I'll take it back as far, I feel safe. Oh, it's time to stop. Right, so I'm just going to put it into neutral for a minute. I'm going to set my lights. So we need left on and center on. So double check that they're on. There we go. Move the HUD by F10. Screenshot for the video. 3 screenshots while we're here. The game has been a little bit on the what's the word for it really? Sort of unreliable side as well on the sort of launch of Steam. It's been a bit laggy, stuttery. It's stuttery when you change sceneries, but Mark found on Discord that if you've got Discord open, it's got hardware acceleration or whatever it is. You can turn that off, and apparently that might make it a bit better. So I am actually running with that in a minute. See how it operates. Loco's lovely. Like it's a rent-a-wreck livery. See the mixed match of coaches we've got here. Got better interiors than others. Some are older than others. Oh dear. Go on here. Brilliant. NPCs on this, by the way, do some weird stuff. Some dance and wave their arms around. Cool things you can do. You can obviously turn your lights off and on. This is the variant of the EN57. There's various different ones, different looks. That sun is absolutely stunning. There's another loco arriving. Look. This has been a turn, so we'll actually be able to see. Hopefully, we'll actually be able to watch a bit of shunt release. So we probably won't skip. But what I'm going to do. Well, where's that going? Station up there. What's going on here? Oh dear. What happened there? Where's that just gone? It's timed out, that's why. Some coaches went up there and someone went down there. God knows where that's gone. I'm just going to jump into the deep for a minute. I'm going to show you the timetable stuff. So, you see I've got an active timetable. You can see all the ones I've been doing, fulfilled. I've only had a couple where they've sort of failed because stuff's gone wrong or crashed. These go back all the way through to 2023. So, online timetable. Tells you what I'm doing, where I'm going. And these track, and it tells you if you're late and stuff. So if we go back to a previous one, it tells you how late you are. Like arrival, like I was 11 late there. Really cool. Well, it's a good thing to have, is this, and I mean this is only short, but You can have like miles and miles and miles, and it'll track as you go along. Hoping. Presume that loco's disappeared. The Shunter's still there. What's going on in the chat? So, please provide a sentence you would like translate to English. Okay. Going on in a minute. Some point work being changed here. Look. Doing something. And that unit's due off. We can find out though. So if we go back into the cabinet, we head to the stationary main site. So we are at this one here. So we're at Zakopan. There's only two. So there's the EN. That's due off in 5 so minutes actually. Shows what's on that, and it shows where they're going. We could actually sit and watch them if we wanted to. We could look at their driver journal. They've had a lot of abandoned timetables. To be fair though, it is a learner driver, so quite new. Looks like most of the driving's been in units. Unit driving is recommended for starting because they are very simple to go and play with. Going on to the electric locos is fairly difficult to probably at the start. I wouldn't recommend it unless you really sort of like want to give yourself a challenge. Otherwise, I wouldn't go into that straight away. So we can see that there is now a flashing yellow on the top part and a steady static yellow on the lower part of the signal there. So that is indicating to the driver, and there we go, that he can go. I get some phones, who knows. Off into the sunset. They are really nice units to drive, to be honest. If you've played on Simrail, similar on this. Pretty much the same. A nice scenery, this actually. Quite a nice laid out station. Right, so that's gone. Signal's not cleared just yet. There we go. I've gone red. That driver is already speeding. It must be quite a tricky gradient on the station. We did struggle. The dispatcher over there. Well, we won't be able to see any equipment. Might be able to go in. Oh, we can go in. Look. It would be that's where the diagrams and there'll be levers and stuff in here, or buttons to press. Again, that's if you was to be a dispatcher. I mean, I've not done dispatching. You have to be so many miles. I think it's 400 or 401 kilometers in experience of driving before you can even touch dispatching. I say I have not even touched. I mean, I've got 860, I think, kilometers in on the experience now for driving, level 5. So I'm not a newbie. On a fair few trips. But yeah, it's totally different. Mark does dispatching occasionally. I'm not sure if he's done a video on dispatching in the past. Maybe he might come back and do as a video for the channel to show it off. It'd be quite nice if I could maybe persuade him to just do something on that to just show it off. Because I find it's quite interesting now. Nice to watch, but very, yeah, it's quite complicated. You can make timetables for people as well, so it's not simple as such, but maybe we can do a collaboration video, maybe where I do some driving and make a timetable for like do a bit of something there. I'll have a word with him and see if we can maybe put something together. It'd be quite nice if we can. I'm not due off here for another 12 minutes. There's not much going on as such, so what I'll do is we'll do a jump cut scene to where we can go. We are due off quite soon. There is a final arrival. Not far off. I can actually hear it reaching around the corners in the distance. I'm not sure if it picks up on the actual video or not, but it will here shortly. We are the final train, I think, to leave here as well. Quite cool. The shunter's actually clocked off. It's left, so I presume this will be a local haul coming in. I've just got some gen off Mark as well, by the way. Whilst I turned the video off just while we're waiting some time out. But this apparently is a tourist destination. They have extras like tours and stuff up here. What road? Well, I have no idea if whatever is coming, but we have got the road and we are due off in 30 seconds. Whatever's coming could be waiting for me to come out, I don't know. It's 2 tracks in and out of here though, so we could pass them. Right, so we are going to take our very short trip. We should change the scenery once as well, so I can show you how that works. We've been given permission that we can leave as well, which is all good. I was waiting for the right time, but we have been told we can go. We are on the move on this short 9-minute timetable. With all scenery change. Laggy. We have a red in. Oh no, it's changed naturally. Now it's not red. With a flashing aspect as well now. Oh yeah, that. Excellent. We'll watch the grading because we're dropping down here. Make sure the train doesn't roll away. Now, really, in theory, this game would be dark, 0051, but I've offset this, the time to be 4 hours earlier. There's no point driving in the dark on these videos or streams, so to be honest, I've enjoyed more driving at this time of night because we get the sunset as well. So that the Quest Studio said beautiful overtaking. I've just the timing. Now the signaller is leaving at 1 o'clock. He's signing off at 1 o'clock. So he's got 8 minutes, and this guy's actually asking, are we making a new timetable? I think he's basically just said that he's ending. He's basically just said he's ending. I'm speeding. Oh. I mean, this is very, very hard to keep. That sun's up absolutely superb distance in that sort of a hazy fog. Absolutely stunning. The lighting is very nice. So we were on the left before to do our shunt. We're now going on the low line. We do have a 30 drop in a minute, and he's been radio channel 4, so 4. I don't really know if it does anything when you change the radio, but we do it anyway. I think the guy's trying to get another timetable. I don't think the dispatchers have any of it. I don't know actually, maybe he has. Sounds like he's giving him a timetable. This is a lovely scenery. You come here. This is the first time I've done this at Zacapan. Here again. Now, different sceneries come on every night as well. They're not always the same. Depends on what people are signing on. You usually get around 40 or so sceneries. Maybe a bit more. There's more drivers and dispatchers though. It's probably one of the most trickiest like gradient sceneries I've been on. So we'll just say good night. Give him ++ as a rating. We give him a thumbs up for a kind gesture because he's done well. And we've got a buy ++ back, so he's giving me a ++ as well. Apparently, you did actually get that rating when you're driving as well. Apparently, it's in the forum. But it's going to change scenery. I see it's started to stutter a bit. Loading a new scenery, it's going to unload the one we've been in. We might get a load screen. Sometimes it doesn't do a load screen, depends on where you're going. And it'll take us out in a second, and we'll go into a new scenery. The McDonald's, huh? Do 60 kph. That sort of low hanging fog's lovely. It's loaded new scenery. It's not actually doing the load screen this time. I do actually think having the accelerating thing, or whatever it's on Discord, turned off, it actually doesn't seem to be stuck as much. It's nice so far. Hopefully it'll be a lot better now. It's amazing how sort of seamless it can be, changing from scene to another. A little bit of a jitter there. Doing what it needs to do. Unloaded the last one. Now trying to connect to the new scenery. This bit will take a minute. Just don't touch anything. That guy is doing a run about or pulling out to go back out. And there we are. We're in a new scenery. A new dispatcher. So we're just going to say hello. Now, this is where we get to the end of the timetable. It'll say hi. There we go. So hello. It'll ask me if I want to end my timetable or a new one. At this point in the night, there's not going to be many people out and about. It's getting very quiet. I'm going to end it anyway because the purpose of this video. Get a foot down a bit now. The only annoyance on this is with the camera, you can't do like a 2 camera. You can go away from the train. You've got to sort of keep near. Unfortunately, that buggers up like some good screenshot potential. Then signs with the cars as you whistle. So we can do up to 80 kph, which is our Vmax. We can't go any higher. We'll be back down to 60 in 2,500 meters, and 0 is where our red signal is. That'll be the end of our station. That'll be the end of the timetable. We're on a diesel scenery now as well. Have you noticed it's actually gone from OHD to diesel? I prefer I think I prefer the diesel scenery quite a lot. I've enjoyed driving the diesels. You can have a long timetable, medium timetable. You specify what you want. Obviously, is it better like a bit early in the night? You can ask for a good hour. You can get like 2 or 3 hour timetables. You can have like really long ones. If you've got the time to sit there and do it, get the long ones. Fortunately, I don't have that time. There's also some disused track there. Don't think we'll be bang on time. This, not actually saying anything. I didn't even tell if we left on time or not. We did leave on time. A bit much. We need to be down to 60. Speed restriction coming in now. We're coming up to a junction. Yeah, there is a junction here, look. Right, coming in. Shed action there going on. Back there was a derailer on the track. Derailers actually work on this as well, which is pretty epic. If I wanted to continue a timetable, I would take a new timetable. He'd ask for my analysis. I would give him that again. There's the dispatch on the right side. Look. Dispatchers have a tank top, normally in a hat, red hat. They'll probably ask me in a second if I want to end or not. So I'll end. Otherwise, if I wanted to have a new one, I'd give my analysis and ask for a timetable of whatever varying length. Plus screenshot. Also, watch. If you usually check before you cross over because you can actually get killed on this. There we go. That is us. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit your notification for future videos from ourselves. Catch on Twitch at twitch.tv/TrainSim_TV on a Monday and Friday for all sorts of Tracing Classic, Tracing World, and even this. We're doing some of this on there now as well. So come and join us. But yeah, thank you very much. We'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.